Welcome to the Warrior Stance, your go-to spot for fighting sports. What happens when South Africa's first UFC champion steps into the octagon against an undefeated monster like Khamzat Chimaev? And how did a kid from Pretoria shake up the middleweight division? Stay tuned, because this isn't just a fight story, it's a revolution in motion. Today, you'll learn who is Dricus du Plessis, his fighting style and why opponents struggle to solve him, his key wins that shock the world, the Chimaev threat, and if he can handle it. And stick to the end because we'll break down a brutal technique Dricus uses that you can practice on a bag or with a partner today. Let's dive in. First, how does a former rugby player become South Africa's first UFC champion? Dricus du Plessis had 0 fights in the USA before he knocked out UFC star Derek Brunson and later dethroned Strickland. He was born in Pretoria, South Africa, and started in kickboxing before he transitioned to MMA due to a career-ending rugby injury. He became 2 times EFC champion before UFC dominated Africa's top league. Stillknocks is no joke. Dricus is nicknamed after a South African sleeping pill because he puts people to sleep. He's got 20 wins with 18 finishes. That's a 90% finish rate. He's not just winning, he's ending careers, and no one can figure him out, not even veterans. He fights with a weird rhythm that even top-tier fighters call awkward and terrifying. He throws offbeat striking from strange angles, uses dirty boxing and shoulder pressure, mixes in blitzes and combines high pressure with low predictability. It's not pretty, but it's effective. Ask Robert Whittaker, who got dominated for the first time in years. Dricus du Plessis suffocates his opponents. This isn't just fighting, it's drowning. Now, let's look at the fights that broke the internet. First, the Robert Whittaker UFC 290. Everyone predicted Whittaker would cruise. But Dricus TKO'd him in round 2. That wasn't just a win, it flipped the rankings upside down. Second, we got Strickland with the title win. Dricus outlasted the cardio machine, outstruck him, took his best shots, and gave worse back. No lucky punch here, it was strategic violence. But can he survive Khamzat Chimaev? It's the fight everyone is watching, Dricus versus Khamzat, UFC 319. Chimaev has never lost and he's absorbed fewer than 10 significant strikes per fight. Khamzat's weapon is relentless wrestling. He's known for ragdolling opponents with his Sambo-style relentless pace. If Dricus can't stop the takedowns, it might be a short night. What's Dricus's answer then? Well, for starters, he's a judo black belt, his unorthodox movement frustrates wrestlers, and his cardio is off charts. This might be the only fight where Khamzat gets dragged into deep waters. Today's bonus, Dricus du Plessis' clinch with underhook trip technique. Try this move Dricus uses to dominate. You don't need to be a pro to pull this off. You can try it at home, safely. Firstly, step inside your opponent's leg. Then pull the clinch with underhook as you trip their foot inward. As a result, they go down, you stay on top. This is how Dricus controls and punishes in every fight. This move works in MMA, BJJ, or even self-defense scenarios. And there you have it. You came for a breakdown, but now you understand why Dricus is already an African legend, how he's built to shock Khamzat, and how you can apply his style to your training. Hit the like button, ring that bell, and subscribe. And tell us what you think. Can Stillknocks stop Khamzat? Drop your prediction in the comments below. Thanks for joining us on the Warrior Stance. Until next time.